Hello students, how are you all? I hope all of you are fine at home. Today we will learn the topic basic parts of a cell, which is under class 8 subject biology, chapter 8 cell structure and functions. Students, from this chapter we have already learned about different shapes and sizes of a cell. Today we will learn about basic parts of a cell. Cells differ in shapes and sizes. This one you already know. All cells, however, show some similarities in their structure. So, the cells show some similarities. All cells show some similarities in their structure. A typical cell consists of three basic parts. A typical cell consists of, whether it is a plant cell or an animal cell, it consists of three basic parts. That is the cell membrane or plasma membrane. Next is the cytoplasm, and then is the nucleus. So these three basic parts, that is cell membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus, are present in all cells. Now student, I would like to tell you about another structure called the cell wall. Now this structure is present only in plant cells or bacterial cells. Plant cells or bacterial cells. Okay? So apart from these three structures, cell wall is present in plant cells or bacterial cells. Now students, I will show you the diagram of a general cell. I will show you the diagram of the general structure of a cell, and I will go on explaining these different parts. So you observe the diagram carefully and see its leveling carefully and properly listen to my explanation. This diagram shows the general or common structure of a cell. Students, you can see the labelings: cell membrane, cytoplasm, nucleus. The cell membrane, the cytoplasm and the nucleus forms the three basic parts of a cell. You can see other labelings such as vacuole, lysosome, mitochondrion. These are the cell organelles, which we will learn in our next video. Today we will learn the basic parts of a cell, that is cell membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus. First I will tell you about the cell membrane. The cell membrane is also called plasma membrane. It forms the outer boundary of the cell, as you can see in the diagram. It is a thin, delicate membrane. Cell membrane gives shape and size to the cell. It allows only certain selected substances to enter or leave the cell. So it is also called a selectively permeable membrane. The cell membrane separates cells from one another and also from the surrounding medium. Next we will learn about the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is a thick jelly-like fluid inside the cell membrane. It occupies the space between the cell membrane and the nucleus as you can see in the diagram. All the life functions take place in the cytoplasm. There are many small cytoplasmic bodies in cytoplasm. These are called cell organelles like vacuole, lysosome, mitochondria as labeled in the diagram. These are cell organelles about which we will learn in our next video. All organelles in cytoplasm play an active role in the functioning of the cell. Next, students, this is the diagram of a nucleus. As you have seen the diagram of nucleus in the general or common structure of the cell, this is the diagram showing the nucleus of a cell with its different parts. Nucleus is a oval shaped body floating in the cytoplasm. It is surrounded by a thin membrane called nuclear membrane or nuclear envelope, as you can see in the diagram. In animal cells, the nucleus is present at the center of the cell. The nucleus consists of different parts. As you can see in the diagram, follow the labelings: nuclear envelope or nuclear membrane, nuclear pore, nucleoplasm, chromatin or chromosomes, nucleolus. These are the different parts of a nucleus. You can see additional labelings like ER and ribosomes. These are the cell organelles. So, the nucleus controls vital functions of the cell. Nucleus controls all the different functions of a cell. The nucleus consists of the following 4 parts, that is the nuclear membrane or nuclear envelope, nucleoplasm, nucleolus and chromatin or chromosomes. First we will learn about the nuclear envelope or nuclear membrane. Nuclear membrane surrounds the nucleus. It controls and allows the passage of certain materials in and out of the nucleus through the nuclear pore. Nucleoplasm, it is a dense fluid in the nucleus. Next is nucleolus. It is a spherical body present inside the nucleus. It contains the genetic material. Next is the chromosomes or the chromatins. These are thread-like structures composed of deoxyribonucleic acid DNA. This contains basic hereditary units called genes, which are responsible for passing genetic characteristics from the parents to the offsprings. So the nucleus of a cell helps in transmission of hereditary characteristics from generation to generation. It controls all the life functions taking place inside the cell. Next, students, I will tell you about the cell wall. The cell wall, as I have told you, it is present in the plant cell or the bacterial cell. You can see this diagram of plant cell. Here I have underlined the labeling cell wall. The cell wall is an outer wall surrounding the cell membrane, as you can see in the diagram. The cell wall is made of stiff material called cellulose. The cell wall in plants surrounding the cell provides protection against temperature variations, high wind speed, and atmospheric moisture. So students, this is all about today's topic, that is the basic parts of the cell. I hope students you have understood today's topic.